A coroner's inquest has begun into the fatal RCMP shooting of Jeff Hughes. It happened 21 months ago in Nanaimo. An early morning noise complaint then ended with RCMP shooting and killing a 48-year-old man. Kendall Hansen now with new details we're learning about tonight, including the weapon Hughes was holding.
Lawyer Doug Christie arrives at the Nanaimo courthouse. He's representing the brother of Jeffrey Hughes, who was shot and killed by police on October 23rd of 2009. And before the inquest begins, Christie has many concerns about the investigation and how long it's taken to get to this point.
I think the police should not be investigating police shootings. 21 months is too long for the occurrence of an inquest into a death. When there are ample police witnesses available, you would think that they would be able to tell us within about 2 days what actually happened.
Shortly after 5:30 that morning, the apartment manager of this building called in a noise complaint to RCMP. He said Jeff Hughes was playing loud music, keeping others from sleeping. When Mounties arrived, the music was playing loudly, but when he turned it off and officers knocked on his door, that's when the two constables say Hughes threatened to shoot them through the door. They saw a trail of blood leading to his door, so they called BC Ambulance and more officers to attend. 911 dispatchers called a crisis response team pager 3 times with no response. Officers evacuated nearby homes and apartments, and the Nanaimo detachment called out the emergency response team while taking a perimeter around Hughes' apartment.
I didn't hear them trying to phone the phone for Mr. Hughes, and I'd like to know why.
The situation becomes much more intense at 6:51. That's when officers see Hughes waving what appears to be a handgun outside his door. Hughes then goes outside his apartment briefly before going back inside. An officer then says, "If you've got eyes on him, you've got the shot." 7 minutes later, Hughes walks outside his apartment and police shoot him. The shooting happened minutes before 7. Hughes' body crouched against the wall holding this flare gun. It was more than 20 minutes before officers felt it was safe enough to approach him, and then they discovered he was already dead.
He had strong political views that are fairly well known, and we were wondering whether his political views had anything to do with his being shot.
Hughes had been in trouble with the law and had many psych admissions in Ontario nearly a decade earlier.